Have you started recording again?
Yes, she have. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now that takes us to this place. This is the practical for you now not having you have an application that we that you've seen. The one you had yesterday was mainly with your user stories, and you've been taught how to write a given one then scenario and also the normal way. So it depends on how explicit and the granularity of how you want to write your test cases. Let me give you an example. I've worked in an organization, is a medical organization, which so but the people to use this, and I think if I'm quite right, maybe that'll be like almost 10 years ago. In that, when there is the doctors, clinicians, nurses, and they are using it up to today. Now is everywhere, if I can remember. So that the it is Inotin. I worked on it in Inotin. So the expectation is that you want to. I'm going to give it to a doctor, nurse, all those people to use it. So what I need to break it down. It wasn't an eye level. It has to be granular. So what do I mean is that I will tell them left click on your mouse and do this. Right click and do this. That's the way I designed that script. It was a big script. So it now depends on the project you're working on the people to access your own application. I've worked where I'm working is that I did mine in given when then scenario, but unfortunately, um, is that I did it from the integration bit because I'm testing more of the code, the data bit of it. So more back end is where what I'm working the project. So coming to me, if I'm in the integration department, I'm in an integration tester. My expectation is that after my bit, I do the integration end to end and do that. So it gets to the target system. So that target system, I only validate there. My expectation is that they should write their script in UAT and test in UAT. Though I could be a resource to move to UAT, I do that a lot to the end. But if they are going to go there, you are meant to use a script. Now, where I'm coming to is that when I brought out my script, oh, yeah, me, is eye level. That is my expectation. I told them it is my own team. We understand because that's what we want to use. Oh, okay, please help us. We want to use it for UAT. Now, I need to break that script. So, given I have to break it, start doing, click here, submit here. So, all those steps are what the expected is. Now, bring it to us here. You were given, maybe given a footer, you need to write a test script for each of them. Now, I'm going to give your assignment. I know you've been given one to say that everyone must write a script in Azure DevOps for um, each of the features that you have in your team, so that every one of you can know exactly how the whole application works end to end. There's no name to anything. So now, the same way you're going to do, you are using a tool, but this time around, every script that you write, you must write it in Excel manually like this. Attach it. There is an attach button on that test case that you're designing. Attach each of these scripts that you have written there into that test case. You must write it here. To be honest, if you write, let me tell you how it works. If you write your test case here, you can copy, you can go and import it into Azure DevOps. Very simple. One way. Next tutor, she will take you. Very easy to do. So she will explain to you how to do that. So, but this night, I'm only going to take you through how this is going to work. But what I'm giving you as your assignment, as the work you're going to do all through your internship. If you're writing any test case, you must do it manual. Even if you're doing the automation, you must write it in an Excel. I'm going to go there. Any test case that does not have Excel attached to it, please, they are going to remove it. You have to write it in an Excel sheet and attach it to the test cases. You might not be happy with it today, but when you're on the field, I'll tell you that you will look back one day and say, oh, thank you for giving us that. Please do it. You won't forget it. So if you write it here, it's easier to import it there. It's easier for you. So you cannot choose the format you want to do, maybe in the BDD format, or you want to do it in the granular format. Any one of them. Um, you are open to it. But if you want to work further, I'll advise you do both. Do granular, do high level, and make sure things is once you know how to write test case. In fact, at this level, I don't encourage copy paste. I always encourage type it so that later on we can copy and do it. I always encourage to do that. But having said that, so these are my header because I'm doing it on high level. So if you can see, I put test case ID, I put test condition, I put test steps and description. So this is mainly my test cases. So I put expected result, actual result, and you see the final bit of it, which says status pass or fail. So having said that, this is my case study for tonight. Let me go here. So this is it. So I'm using this website, www.gifttree.com. Now, don't use this one. You have your own website. So this is what we're writing on. I want to create an account. That is it. So this is what we have this application. The one that you had before, you didn't have the application. So now I want to create an account. So when I want to create an account, you can see I went to the website. This is the website www. I click on create account. When I create account, I come here, I'll enter my username, email, password. I'll confirm the password, then profile details, name required. So if you want to, anything you want to write in the profile, then I will click on complete sign up. So that's what that is what we want to do now. So now from here, I'll start. So I'll go to this place, I'll go to the website. So let's say because I know the website. You might not know the website, is not compulsory. Whenever you know the website, you can add it. So let's take my test case. I'll take it as I'm just giving it a name for I'm just giving it a name. Don't worry about what I can let me instead of me making it this thing, I'll put it at 01. I would just like to do something. Sign up 01. So yeah, test condition. I'll put what the test condition. Enter valid details. I mean, so now the test condition we want to do here is we want to do the happy part. We want to register. So everything is with valid details. Sign up using valid details. So sign using valid details. So the first one is let's go. So what's our first attempt? We've typed www. This one. So I'll say go to Giftree's website. So that's the website. So when I go to Gifttree website, so the next thing will be what will I click on here? create account. Use the exact name here. So click on create account. So when we click on this create account, what do we expect? What is this page? That's the create account page. So it will be displayed. Account details page will be displayed. So the test condition, so here we say, click on that, sorry. Control X. So I'll put it here. So this is, let's put, this is our sign in. This is just the test condition we're working on. So create a, when you say go to Gifttree website, so we just say the Gifttree, what's our expected Gifttree website should be displayed. So the next thing, click on create account. So account details page should be displayed. Then go to, after we click on this, so what are the things that are necessary here? You see required. So complete all the mandatory field. Enter username. Enter username as, put your, so when you do username is entered. So what's the next one? Enter email address. I'm just for me to be able to be quick. So enter email address. So email. So email is entered. Email should be entered. So let me put okay. So I put it there.
Yemi, can I ask a question at this point, please?
Yes, please go.
What if we say enter the
Go for it.
Enter name on the username without number character, or how do we know that maybe when you want to enter a name, you can use Yemi 23, or it has to be full letter, or it has to be combined number? Or what do you think?
So at this stage, that's why I said this, this is because we have it. We have this application. We have it already. There will be a requirement guiding it. So there would have been a data format to say, this is how email is going to be. But to be honest, if you look at the techniques I've mentioned, I'm using experience-based technique because I already know how this works. So maybe I'm just using my experience with this. But this part, you can ask the business analyst, how do you want the email to be? How do you want the account details to look like and the likes? So all these are the things that you can factor into it to ask the question. Ask them, what is your expectation? What do you expect from us? You have given us email. What is the answer? You get where I'm coming from now? So you can ask You are right. Should we enter email? I can put here me23 if it's a live email, if it's correct path. But to be honest, to here is a valid scenario that I'm doing. So everything here is happy. So you now, when you are doing your own, you are going to do both negative, positive scenarios. So all this. So at this stage, you can ask the question from the business analyst that this is it. If not, if you don't have a business analyst in the team, you can relate the question to whosoever who developed it. What is the requirement? What is the expectation here? Can we have a figure? Can we have any other character added to email? And they'll let you know. And if there is one, if there is if it's wrong, and you add a character to it, the expectation is that it should fail. It should pop up a message to say this is wrong or not. So that's the way we can test it. Have I answered your question, please?
I'm actually talking about the username, no everybody's
Okay.
email might be, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody's email can be anything, which
Yeah. Okay.
it will take it anyway. So I'm
Okay.
just talking
So
about username.
yeah, so your username can be, you can ask the business analyst what is your expectation of username. If you look at your user story, it will tell you the acceptance criteria here to say username can be your name and last name. It could be, I can be saying Yemi55 or Yemi character. So it depends on what it accepts. So you can ask that from the business analyst. They are not your call, they are not your entry. So it should be, that's why I said there's a data format. There's something, a requirement that should have been put down to say this is the expectation, this is the acceptance criteria. Username should be Yemi, should be alphanumeric, it should be contain special character, it can be anything. So they would have given you the yardstick for that.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I now say that if I want to write any test cases, I can use any technology, any techniques that I think fit to do it, or it has to be a particular
No,
explorer experience, or
no.
I can use anyone, or
Yes, you can. That's the reason. That's the reason we are given various technique. So is the one that suits what you're doing. Anything that you feel that you want to use at this stage is what it suits. Nobody will mandate you to say, because you are testing this website, use this technique. No, everything has a technique. It has, where you are meant to use boundary value analysis, you can't use equivalent partitioning there. So where you're meant to use equivalent partitioning, you can use boundary value analysis there. So those are the things. So it's not, I can't mandate you to say, use this. It's what you feel that works for that project. If you are working on a data project, I can't tell you to go and start using the equivalent partitioning if it involves numbers. No. So you have to, those are the way, that's where it comes to you to know what exact partition works for this and works for the other one. I hope you understand from there.
yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. So I'll leave this name like that. I don't know what it is. So confirm password. So choose a password. No, enter password. So it's the same thing for password. So the next one will say enter confirm password. confirm password should be entered. So that's password. Let me just enter something. Testing. You can see that it's going on to exclamation.
Excuse me, Yemi. Please, I have a question.
Yes, please go for it.
Okay. So, my question is this: are you saying if we don't write in this format, like in the one we've started already on the Azure DevOps board, it is invalid? Okay.
You're getting me. So what I mean is that you have it on the Azure DevOps. You're already writing it there.
Okay.
This is also manual testing.
Okay.
Some organizations don't use tools.
Okay.
My workplace, I use both tools because I use tool for reporting in integration. UAT don't want tools. They prefer to work on Excel. So if you're in that case, what will you do?
Okay, you have to adapt to their own method. Okay.
Correct. They are the users. They don't like tools. They don't like tools. They prefer to work with the spreadsheets. So because of them, will I now say I will go and be training 30 people? When I train them, they will not use that application. They will tell you, I don't want it. I am used to Excel. Do it on Excel. So now it's a win-win for you. You can write on Excel, you can use the tool, you can execute in the tool, you can execute in Excel. This one is just typing here. Look, when you type here, the only thing you need to go and do is copy this thing and go and put it there.
Paste it.
You're not changing it, paste it. Copy from here, go and paste it into the test case under the parent one. You just add it into it. Simple. Copy paste from here and you put it there. The only thing you now do, save this one and add it to the script so that when your mentor opens your test case, he will look at it that you've also written it manually. We know it's no difference. We've also written it manually. It helps you to know that you understand what's using the spreadsheet and that. Was that
All right.
understood?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I'm not saying it's valid, very valid, but I have a reason why I'm saying that you must write it here. This is how you are meant to start from spreadsheet before moving to the tool. So testing 1, 2, exclamation. Testing 1, 2, exclamation. So sorry, I have very bad eyes. I too many. Okay. So sorry, because my eyes at night is very tricky. So sorry, I'm just going to write it here and I'll copy from here. So to see. Don't worry. So that's it. So I've entered the same. So I would put this as my name, just that way. Then enter, I'll say here, enter name as was Yemi. Then I'll I'll just put that. So this is everything. Then you click on complete sign up button. So finally, click on complete sign up button. So what is our expectation? So when you click on sign up button, let's say everything is fine. That's what I'm doing now. So I'm clicking on me. So because I already exist, so I know. But if you look at it now, it says Yemi can contain only letters, numbers, and heart. So it means this is wrong. So click here. Let me go back to here. So you can see these are negative testing. So that is one way to get bugs. You check that way, you get bugs complete. So you can see. So you can see now, it should tell you you have successfully created an account. So here, please log in using your user. It will tell me what is your expectation now. Is that should be displayed. That's it. So that is our expectation. So now, this is you that you have written your test cases. Now, can I ask a question here? Is this a script? Is this a script now? Is this a test script? Can you answer the question? Is this a test script? Who is going for it?
Yes,
So why did you say so?
because we've been able to put down the process of what we want to do. It might not be all the test cases though, but we put down a process of what we want to do, and we'll be able to put down the expected results. And also, we've not actually finished up with actual result of what should have been done though.
So when I was explaining the test script, I said something about execution. That is when it comes to be a script. So at this phase, we've only designed our test cases. We only have it here. What will make it a test script, a full test script, is when we've now actually added the actual results. Say, let's say we log in, we'll say working as expected. So we do it for all this. Let's say everything is working as expected. And we put pass. So we put pass here. So all these are now, so all this is fine. So when we execute all this now, and we'll put it here. So now this makes it a test script because we finish execution, we'll set this and that, and it makes it a full test script. So this is a valid part. This is registration that I have done. So in a nutshell, this is how you are meant to take each of your scripts and Major and Center. So this is how you are meant to take each of your scripts. I always like to do all this. I don't know why, I just like, I love the work to always look neat. So all these are the ways you can just say, you finished your script. This is a test script. Please don't mix it up. So this is a test script. If I navigate back to where we are here, so let me go back to my big screen. So this is where we are. So this is test case. So if you see finally, I put this is a test script because we've executed everything that's got to do with this. So this is our test script. And this is because we already have this application because we know it. The one you did in yesterday's class, you don't have the application. So predominantly, this is the end of today's class. So your assignment, your script must be written in this format. Explore. There are many things that could be here. Where I put my test data, some others, we put a column to say test data, we use the environment. Just explore, put a nice test script. I'll speak to the admin to please talk to your tutors. They'll look at each of them and you can find it. And I'm also available at any time. You can have a chat and we can talk. And this is the class for tonight. The same way I've written it, you can do it in BDD format. And you can now say thank you. And this is Q&A session. Rita,
Okay.
colleagues, and everyone, are you there?
Thank you so much, Yemi.
Yes, please.
Yemi, please, before you go, the page, the one we just did now, I wanted to ask a question on it. Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, my question goes this way. Under the column C, where we have test step and description. Okay. Is this supposed to be under task? Like on the board?
Very wonderful question. This one is column C. Tax.
Okay.
It's a tricky one.
Okay.
It's a very tricky one.
Okay, so
But quickly,
that expected should be at the actual.
Just take it out. No. What are you asking me that? You are saying this should it be under task?
Yes.
This on your own board, should it be under task?
Under task, yeah.
Oh, okay. What you mean is that when you are copying it into there, when you want to copy it into Azure board.
Yes, when we want to move it to Azure board, Azure DevOps board, is it going to be under task?
Wait. That's fine. So this is going to be your title. Okay. Your tax, your test case title. This is because the ID will be generated automatically. Test case ID. This will be under the tax. This will be under your expected results. Okay.
Thank you.
So that's the way it's going to be. Don't forget header, that's your title, your tax title, your test case title, all this will just go, remove this heading, remove them. This one will go directly under it. Then this will be expected result. Then when you want to execute, you run it. It will run. Anywhere you fail, it will bring it out. They'll teach you how to do that. So that's it. Yes. Any other question? Please, Rita and I don't know who else is mentor bodies on board. I was told. So who are those on ground?
I'm raising my I'm raising my hand.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I know, but I think they will be answering questions. I want to share. Okay, Josh, go for it, please.
From what we did yesterday with Deji, and there's nothing like actual, because we've not actually what's it from what we did yesterday with Deji that you mentioned.
Mhm.
What we've written in our Azure DevOps.
Azure
Yeah,
DevOps. Yeah.
sorry, it's quite, that pronunciation is quite,
No,
anyway.
don't worry. You get there. That's the way we will have to help. That's the way everybody started that way. Don't worry, Josh. Don't worry. Continue.
So are we saying what we wrote there yesterday, we cannot call that a test script because we've not seen any, we've not execute it yet, because we just wrote
You've
that
not
from.
executed. Correct. Yes, because you've not executed it. Is when you execute it, it comes to be a script.
So what we've written so far is test plan or test script.
Test cases. You've got written your test cases. Those are the
Okay.
test cases that you've written.
Cases, okay, I get it now.
Test cases. I have gone to the doctor, and the doctor have done all the triage that he needs to ask. That is the test case before you come in. When you now get to the doctor, he's seeing you. That's when you have done your script. Yes, go for it, please.
Okay, please, just to follow up with what he's asking, I want to ask, since it's a test case, is it supposed to be in QA or QA done?
It's meant to be in QA because you have not done it. You've not executed it.
Okay, so we'll have to
Do you
move it back.
understand?
Yeah.
You have to move it back. So it is, except you can put it as QA done, except if you have broken your tax.
It's a bit broken.
And that's
It's
why
a
I said
bother. It
it's
was not
another
written in
class. I
Excel.
would have loved to. No. You've not gotten where I mean. You people are not using the fundamental test process. So I need to
Okay.
teach you how to do that. How to test planning and control, test analysis and design. So if you say in your tax that you are only going to design that test script, it could be in the done. It can go to QA done because you've designed it. Maybe they've not built the application. It can be in QA done. When you want to now execute, you bring it back to say test execution of menu this thing. So that's the way it works.
Okay, so another one, please. Sorry, I'm bothering you. And the other question I want to ask is this: today, when I was speaking with one of our buddies, Adijat, she made mention of test environment. She said that we are meant to be giving is it a link to access the test environment? Is it after today or subsequent time?
No, so because you have a project, so your project test environment are where you are going to test in. The test environment is just like this website, the Gifttree website that I've shown you now.
Okay.
This place. But this one is a live environment. If you can see, it's .com. But it will give you your own project one. So that's your test environment.
Okay, so the Azure DevOps board, the one on the board is not the test environment itself.
Huh? The one
I mean, the board they're working on now is not the test environment.
The board, is it the Azure board they are asking?
Yes, the Azure DevOps board, where all the projects are being done, the BA,
Azure,
the developer.
No. Azure board is a tool. Is a tool for you to use to help. It's not an environment. It's a tool.
Okay.
It's a tool for you to use in this project.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Yes, no worries. Please.
Let me add to that. If
Josh,
Ogochi, if you remember, also Deji mentioned yesterday when we were talking about the environment, what it means that if you know the URL, you cannot test the job or test the something at that environment physically because the URL is already been uploaded and working. So far that has not been done. We don't have the environment to test it yet. That means that we are yet to execute what we need to execute. So more like that.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
You said?
Hello, can you hear me? You said we should always do it on Excel first, right?
Yes.
How about if we started on Azure?
Huh?
How about if we have started doing it on Azure, on the Azure DevOps?
As I said initially, this is just, you are meant to learn to do it here first. But if you choose to want to do it on Azure only, you can. But I will tell you, if it's in this card, there's every way you are going to miss writing it on Excel. So now my question is, if you want to get a manual testing role where they don't use Azure DevOps, what will you do? And they use Excel, what will you do?
We still have to write it on Excel again.
Simple. So it means they will now start teaching you, and they won't even allow you. If you cannot use simple Excel, there's no point for them to now tell you that you should use your tool. You're out for the job.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, please go for it.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, is Ugochi. I just want to just come up with the question you just asked. Let me just clarify some things concerning what Adijat what she explained. What she's trying to say is, I think Yemi, what Adija was trying to tell them is like a tester account where from the normal Azure board, which they use their own email address, when they want to start doing automation, there's a tested account which will be given to them. That account with the username and password has more features than the one you have now. I think that's the kind of environment Hadija was trying to tell you. I want to believe that you will still be given if you have not been given.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. She also called this evening to say something like this. Yeah. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes, please go for it. Next person. Boyega or Ozi Boye. Who else is raising up their hand?
Yeah, that's a legacy, and I'm one of the bodies, so I just explained
Okay,
something.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't know. Yeah, sorry. So you can be, once they're asking questions, you guys should just answer, please. Please, any other question?
Tagboyega answer the question. So
Yeah, I mean that's one of the body, Adura. He's been silent. So guys, look at Adura there. That's one of the bodies. If you have
So
any
the
challenges
guys,
as
let them
well.
be pointing themselves out. All right. Thank you so much. Please look at the chat and see if there's any question. You can go to them. So, guys, please make sure they write it on Excel. Please, please, please. And please check their stuff. Thank you all for tonight's class and see you later. Good night. Bye.
Thank you, Yemi. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Yemi. Thank you, everybody. Good night.